I'm quickly just waiting for them to fill up the ferry, and then we're off to Russell Island, and then we'll probably continue our way round to Karagara, which will be pretty cool. I'm also really lucky to be travelling on Kalamaru, which is the only one of the ferries I haven't travelled on yet. I've been on all the others, so this is really, really good timing, and I'm super excited because I've been looking at this ferry for months and months, so I'm really happy to be able to jump on board. So you may be wondering, what makes this ferry so special? Well, it's pretty simple really. The Bay Islands ferry services are typically operated by 4 ferries, built by Aluminium Boats Australia and powered by Scania diesel engines. These are AL Rob, Jumpimpin, Parulpa and Kararua 1. Kalamaru does not usually run on public passenger services. Instead, it's typically only used for school runs. But sometimes the ferry staff are really nice and will let passengers travel on this service back to Russell Island, where the ferry is berthed until the next school run. As you may know, I worked on Karagara Island for a number of months in my previous role, and even being on the island twice a week, I never managed to catch this ferry. If you want to see what I did over there on my last job, you should go and check out my Karagara Island Explore video. But this time, let's take a closer look at this ferry. Once you step on board, the first thing I noticed is that the fixtures and fittings are far more basic than any CityCat or City Ferry. The seats are plastic buckets, and inside there is dark marine grade carpet and vinyl floors. This also made getting well lit interior shots pretty much impossible. Still, at least it means that these ferries should be robust, which is important, as they need to stand up to the tougher conditions of the islands. These island ferries are an essential service, and passengers bring all sorts of stuff on board, including goods trolleys, TVs, small refrigerators, jerry cans, and of course, their pets. Out the back, you'll find a small deck where you can grab a seat and admire the beautiful views out. The scenery, as you're travelling along, transitions from the mainland to mangroves, and you might even spot a few other vessels whilst you're on your way. Outside, you get the same lovely, luxurious plastic chairs that you get inside. Whilst on my way from the mainland to Russell Island, I saw Red Raw, another ferry which is like this one, and Lakama, which is a car ferry that also hops between the Bay Islands. Considering it's just a bit too breezy out here, let's pop back inside to admire the view from the window. On second thought, this ferry could actually do with a bit of a wash. The salt spray has clouded over the windows, obscuring the view. So let's turn our attention back inside and have a bit of a listen to that engine. Nonetheless, as we continue on, we are nearing Russell Island, which is where this ferry terminates. This ferry is only travelling one stop, so it was only a 15-minute journey from the mainland. So let's cue the music montage as we make our way into the jetty. Now that we're on the island, it's time to take a little bit of a wander around and see the blend of greenery and development that typifies Russell Island. I went and had a quick look at the 2016 census before making this video, and there's a population of 2,836 on the island, and that's supported by a few basic services like a shopping centre, local cafes, an RSL, a pool and medical services. Nowadays, many day-to-day tasks can actually be done on Russell Island, but a lot of other administrative tasks need a trip to the mainland. Thus, the ferry really is an essential service for the livelihood of island residents, ensuring they remain connected to the outside world. Before I head further along my ferry hopping adventure, I thought it was a good time to show you Kalamaru parked up at Russell Island. The view of this ferry, however, is obstructed by the ambulance ferry, which is actually the original CityCat, which was trialled by council many years ago. Information on it is actually pretty difficult to come by, but it's now used to shuttle patients between the Bay Islands and the mainland. The new CityCat with a C is actually quite different to this original design, as you can see in this picture. So the main reason I didn't release this video any sooner is I've been trying to find out a lot more information, but I just haven't had any luck. If you've got any more details about the original CityCat or Kalamaru, the subject of today's video, I'd love it if you could send them to me. It'll be a much appreciated thing. Anyway, I think it's just about time to wrap up this video, so thank you so much for joining me on Talking Planning once again, and I'll see you again soon.